how to translate it to in English language, and then how to get used of it in our daily conversation. Just to tell you about the class as well, the class will be in two portions, Group A and Group B. We have some words to discuss here. Each of our group member will discuss 6 words, and these 6 words, then we will discuss it in English. Then you guys will discuss, one group will say Pashto meaning, the next will use it and their own sentences, and the class will be run like that. It is for what we deliver here, you will understand, but you will not use it for the next time. So we hope to learn these words with its single usage and also with its sentences. So I invite my two friends, Nur Habib and Khair Mohammed Nazari. So the first 2 words that we have is the military and troops. Have a look at here. Military, we have here this word. We can translate it to Pashto, but we are studying its English meaning first. Then, as I mentioned before, we will translate it to Pashto and also with your own words, with your own sentences later on. So have a look at military. The word, it means the armed force of a country. The army force of a country is called military. The second word that we have is called troops, a group of soldiers. It may also call a group of people who come and go together. A group of animals who come and go together is also called troops. But in a military, it's the group of soldiers. Have a look at the 2 usage. Number 1, Afghan military forces taking transitional responsibilities for security across the country. We have used this military in a word, in a sentences. The second word, the regional commander of police continued the presence of his troops in that region. That were the 2 words with its English meaning and also use it, military and troops. Nur Habib.
Okay. Now, who is the most merciful in the world? By the permission of my respectable lecturer and the classmates. Also, as our brother mentioned, all of the essential in the class which was necessary for our transition classes. So, we come to return to our presentation. The word soldier, a person who served in an army. It means that a person who worked in an army and wear the dress of army. We call it what? Soldier. Second one is attack. Aggressive and violent action against a person or places. Attack means to aggressive and to violence from someone by force. First example, my best friend is the soldier of Afghan National Army who assigned in Kunar. It is example of soldier. The second one, example, Israel Air Forces attack for 4 targets in Gaza to drive out Hamas armed forces. You want to say the example of?
Yeah. Allah occupy to take control of some area by the forces. That's being governed in that area. That's called fight. Proxy. Proxy actually said for those groups of people you give authority or by the voting to do something you cannot do it. That's called proxy. Afghan will never let any aliens to occupy their homeland at any time. The second example, Afghanistan will not be a proxy field anymore, but will replace a lifeline in the orbit.
Look at about the proxy, one thing to remember, it can be translated to Pashto like proxy as well. But in a Pashto, in English we have translated the authority to represent someone by voting. In a voting system, when you represent someone, it's called proxy. But in a Pashto, you can also use a proxy word for it as well. Now have a look at the your assignments. So we have some words here, and those words will be for you guys. What we have mentioned before, one team will say it's Pashto meaning, the next team will use it, in your own sentences. Then the next will pashto and they will use in their own sentences. But remember one thing: a group who lose the match, well, we will give something to them at the end. So be attention that each of you must participate. Once a leader participates, once someone gives the right answer, for the next time he is not allowed to give the answer. So each of us must try to participate in it. So the first word that we have is called the military, and it goes to this group. One of you just stand and say its Pashto meaning, military. You group.
Nizami.
Nizami, sit down. Now this group should use this word in their own sentences. Masood. No, use in English. In English, yeah. No, English. They said the Pashto meaning.
More than 300,000 military forces.
Excellent.
Okay, second word is troops.
Okay, this group will say its Pashto meaning. Wawi. Sit down. Now who will use it in a sentence from this
This one
group?
is soldier.
Just a minute. To use the troops in a sentence. Who will use it? In your group. You have just 5 seconds. You must not take more than 5 seconds, right? Marifat.
Afghan National Army troops are able to fight against the enemies.
That's nice. Excellent. Pashto meaning from this group. Soldier.
Askar Paul.
Askar. That's nice. This group.
Using
Soldiers also serve for society.
Serve for the society. Very
The
nice.
fifth one is attack.
This one to say it's Pashto meaning.
حملة كول
Hamla kawal. That's nice. Who will use it in English? Akhtar Mahmoud.
Taliban are taking our check.
It's nice. Now this group occupy. Ishghalawal. No, you not. You have already participated. The next one. You have already participated. Qais.
Turkey nowadays some of the suburban area occupied by the Taliban.
That's nice. Turn it.
Okay. Next word, injured, harm, damage, etc. It means to harm someone. I mean to injure someone or hurt someone. I mean. Second word is kill off, to kill in a large scale. Example. First example: many students were injured in a suicide attack at the Kabul University bus. It is example of injured. The second one, in Burma, the non-Muslim had killed the Muslim without any reason. It is the second example of kill off.
And kill off means to kill too much people at one time. It's called kill off.
Battlefield, the place where battle or war take place. And checkpoint, that is the area when police checking for some banned material. A place where police stand and search for the people. Example, Afghanistan is the political battlefield between relational countries. Second, Afghanistan military is establishing more checkpoints in the order to control the getting often in Arkunar to Jalalabad route.
Okay, next slide.
The next slide that we have is the retaken. Retaken means to take again from someone.
Yes.
And the next one is collapse, fall down or to get away. Collapse may use in a different times. For example, if you are playing cricket and you are suddenly losing your wickets, that's also called collapse.
Yes.
And collapse means in the military to give away. You lose your checkpoint and you give it to others. This is called collapse. Iraqi soldiers retaken 4 oil fields close by Baghdad from Islamic State. The example of retaken. And the second, for many times Afghan forces got collapse in Helmand, but still they are in a success. We hope to be success. And again, now let's see how you can use it and see who is going to collapse here.
Okay.
So the first word, injured, for this group. Pashto meaning. No Masood, no Qais.
زخمي كول
Okay, you should use in
Yeah, that's
example.
right. Thank you. No.
Second example.
Yesterday, an Afghan child was injured in the war.
Sit down, that's nice.
Right. The second one is kill off.
For this group.
For this group.
No.
Just meaning-
Jamil. It's nice. We will use it in a sentence. You have just 5 seconds, right? I'm counting down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So group B has already lost their wagon. No, I have mentioned before, those will not participate. Once you participate, the next time you are not allowed. The new guys should participate, right? Okay, they have already lost.
Okay, you are the battlefield.
Battlefield.
Battlefield means
That's nice. Now who do you?
Afghanistan is a battlefield.
That's nice. Okay.
The fourth one is checkpoint.
For this group, what's the meaning? Checkpoint. Sir Tahir. That's nice.
Use in sentence, please.
Siraj.
We have checkpoint in Narang district.
That's nice. Retaken. What's the meaning? Once you've already participated, I'm going to start the countdown, right? Retaken. 1. Hikmat is already tired. Thank you very much. The next, who will use it? No, you have already participated.
Mr. Zakir.
Once you participated, you are not allowed to say again, right? Javed is going to say.
The Afghan army retaken in the Helmand borders.
Very nice.
The sixth
Collapse for this group, huh? Suput Kawal, that's nice. Who will use in a sentence? No, Jamil. Yeah, Zahid.
Qais forces collect many soldiers of Shia.
Very nice. Remember one thing. Group A has got 4 marks while Group B has got 5 out of 5. Okay, next.
You are the favor of others.
No, you only participate. We are allowed. Okay. The next one is ammunition. The supply of bullets and shells. Which means that ammunition means ammo.
Just listen, right?
Okay, please keep silent. The second one is ambush. To have a surprise attack from a concealed position. It means that surprise attack from by your enemy, or kill or injure them. Okay, the first example is in ammunition that security force complain for not receiving enough ammunition when they are in contact. The second example for ambush that their robbers were killed by border police in ambush attack in Kunar. This was second example of these words.
Okay, please. Okay. Turn back. What do you think about the next sentence? Bank robbers were caught by border police and ambush attack in Kunar. What do you think about the bank robbers? Is it correct?
The robbers. It's a written mistake, sir. Technical mistake. The robbers.
Okay, robbers.
Yeah. Depict. To lead some political party or country to join with other country or party may be considered to be enemy. In case abandon one's country or case in a favor of an opposite. Another one is explosive. The material which is used in explosion. Substances that are made in explosion. Example. 6 Iraqi Air Force officers depicted with rebels since 7 months. Second one is quick reaction forces took a hot explosive impressive device this midnight.
Okay, the next words that we have: suicide bombers are terrorists who blows and sell up in order to kill or injure other is called suicide bombers. And the next one that we have is bombing, attack with a bomb. Attack with a bomb means to throw bombs from a helicopter somewhere. Examples: police have been arrested 4 suicide bombers since 3 days in Pakistan. And the next one, US Air Forces killed 30 innocent males and females in bombing on a wedding party. We should be aware of these things. Once again, the computation is coming. Just coming.
Police have been arrested
Yeah. Had been in stories had been, right? Because the time is clear we have.
Okay, so now we come to
mistake.
competition. It means that one group should say.
Okay, group B should try.
Or group B should
Group
try.
B should pray for the group A to lose 1 mark, right? Or should try to hold them out.
Okay, the first word is ammunition. Okay, you should use an example. Okay, Mr. Bilal.
We don't have enough ammunition with us.
Okay, the second one is ambush. Group A.
Try to have a new guys, right?
Okay, so let's use an example from group B.
Okay, you use.
Okay, so sometimes a bad guys or Taliban and
It's a test match, right? Not a one day. He can join it again.
Depict.
Nice. No. Defect. Okay, let's see what Jamil is saying.
I translate.
No.
Once again, Masood. Yeah, that is right. To leave but to join the opposite one, right? To leave but to join the opposite one. Okay, it's nice. Use in a sentence.
Use in a sentence.
Sentence.
Lose.
Use in a sentence.
Tahir.
We are the